Yo, what's up, guys? It's Preston from Freedom Network, and I'm going to go over a bunch of the stuff that we'll be using for the FN Tuners Championship. Yes, I don't know. I'm really only doing this in one take, real quick, just to get the big stuff out of the way. But whenever you start up the FN Tuners Championship app, which will be opened with a UI app called Load FN Tuners or something like that, you'll press load, and then you'll be greeted with this UI. This will be the standard UI used for racing. Presumably there may be a way to change it if you want to use it to your liking. We might add a couple more apps if people really require that. With this, in the bottom right corner, you'll see there's 2 extra bits. So you'll have your tire wear to the left of your speedo, and then to the top of your speedo you'll have fuel in terms of what the actual fuel maximum tank size is, which with what I'm messing with right now, it's going to be 10 liters. Once you enter the pits, if you see you have that little bit on your screen that pops up, enter pits, and then your speed limit will be capped at 37 miles per hour, or I can't remember, I think it's 60 kilometers per hour. I'm not very good at math. Whenever you want to pit, you'll simply pull to the right, come to a complete stop, and then on the left you have pit options. So if I want more fuel, let's say I only want about half a liter more fuel, since I'm only 0.23 down, then I'll check that up to about half a meter, and I can change the tire compound that I want to be. So I check tires, right? And then I will select the compound that I want. Then I'll press confirm pit. A countdown will appear on my screen. And while it's going, I cannot move. Once it's done, I'll be allowed to move again. You'll notice that I've got another half liter of fuel back, and my tires will be back up to full. I spun my tires a little bit on the start, so my fronts aren't doing so well. So you'll notice it's also turned white to represent the tire compound that I'm running. The physical car model will not change colors because it's just going to cause a lot of lag if we do it that way. We don't want the server lagging every time someone pits, so the physical car is not going to be, but you'll be required to run one of these tires, which are currently only on 15/9 rims. So nonetheless, you'll get new tires, which will have slightly different grip. So hard is going to be the hardest compound that'll be available. So that means you're going to get the least grip. But around this track that I'm running right now, these will last about 7 or 9 laps. I don't remember which one it is. I think about 7 laps, maybe 5. I don't remember what the exact numbers is, and it'll be different in every car that you run. So your mileage may quite literally vary. Fuel will be a pretty big constant, but you know, if you're running in the higher RPMs, that'll be different. We've currently have decided to cap it around 10 liters, so it's a lot more, I guess I don't really know how to put it, but a lot more noticeable, if that makes any sense. So fuel will be a lot more important, because if we just leave you with like the default 50 liters this car takes, it's not going to make any difference if you're not ever going to have to pit in a race. A, because I don't think anyone wants to race for that long, and B, just because it doesn't go away quick enough. But you'll notice the longer I go, kind of the more really the big thing to watch out for if you're driving is your tires squealing. See, I kind of hopped on it and I purposely tried to burn my tires up a little bit right there. Is your tires squealing? That's the biggest indicator that you're gonna have a lot of tire wear. But really, just the more your tires slip, the more rough you are with the car, the less smooth you are, the quicker your tires are going to wear. And the older your tires are, the harder they're going to be to drive, etc. So, ideally, if you're on fresh tires, you should be able to overtake someone that's on old tires, and vice versa. But then the separate compounds all kind of come in, and none of that is really balanced yet, so I'll admit, for the first season, it's probably going to be a little bit shaky as to tire strategies, but there's that. Once again, I'll just run this quick little lap, and I'll show you. And in fact, actually, what I'll do is I'll slam my car into a wall for you. All right. So I think it's pretty hard to deny my car is pretty damaged now. So let's say I want to go into the pit and repair it, right? And we're gonna go and pull in, and we got the pit limiter there. So we're gonna pull in, and we want to repair it. So this car is pretty damaged, right? So let's go ahead and check the repair box, and you know what, we can go and get new tires too. This time we'll go for softs, and in fact, actually, we want a full tank. So we're gonna set this all the way up to God, that goes way higher than I thought. So we're gonna go and set our refuel all the way up to 10, but it's only gonna give us the time required to fill it up the maximum size. So if you try to overfill your tank, it's not going to be a penalty. You'll just simply it'll round down to the maximum that you can put in your tank exactly. So then it will put you exactly at 10, and it will only cost as much as if you were to go at 10. You'll notice now we're waiting like something like 30 seconds, and that's because our whole front end is slammed in. It's because we checked repair. If we hadn't checked repair, then we'd be allowed to go just fine. So now we gotta wait for the whole car to come back. It'll be a couple moments. So we'll just go and sit here and wait. I don't really know what to talk about, but 10 more seconds. I'm sure we can figure out something to do until then. God, I shouldn't have fucked it up this bad. Regardless, here you go. You're done now. You can go and pull out. Pit limiter's back. And just to show really quickly, I don't know if I can mess up my tires really quickly while I'm in the pits. Right? So let's say I want to repair my car again. So, but this time I'm going to uncheck tires, and I'm gonna set my fuel amount back down to 0. And then if we repair, you'll notice my tires and my fuel. This time my fuel actually came back. That's something I need to fix because I'm really dumb, I think. Or maybe I hadn't used any fuel in the first place. Hold up. Okay, no, so I totally need to fix the fuel thing. But normally what should have happened is you're gonna have no all of your stuff is generally gonna stay about where it's at. The fuel thing will be fixed, I promise. So whenever you repair, you're not going to get any fuel, and you're also not going to get any tires back. And be back out. And you'll notice I've been driving this kind of rough on purpose. I've been not saving them very well, and you'll notice that it really does make a difference how smooth you are. For example, if I try to drive on keyboard, I know I'm a bad driver. You probably already thought I was driving on keyboard, but if I try and drive on keyboard, you'll notice how much quicker my tires wear. And that's just because it's so much harder to be smooth on keyboard. Unfortunately, that will make keyboard a lot less viable as an option because of how different wear is. But I'm sure we can figure out a way to make that work. Even if we do have to add some kind of weird exception for keyboard, which I don't intend on doing, but if we really have to, we can. See? So we come around and if I switch back over to controller, gotta get myself out of this mess. Well, my controller is actually dead, so we can't. But, just in general, that's something to keep an eye on. Your car, whether it's front or rear wheel drive. So this one's actually all wheel drive. But if I go into my config, which is currently disabled because I'm in race mode, so you'll have to give me a moment. In the future, there will be another UI element up here, which will just say unload. Or if we're racing, then there won't be an option to unload it. But if I really quickly just unload FN tuners, right? And if I go to my tuning, you'll notice that my front bias is really high. So instead, if I put it at like 22% front bias, so now it's going to be a lot more rear bias, right? So more energy is going to go to the rear. Right? I think I might have it backwards, but you get the general idea. Now we're going to have more energy going to the rear, I think. No, I'm a total idiot. More energy is going to the front now, isn't it? I don't know. Anyway, your drive type and all that is going to vary really big based on is going to vary how your tires wear. Yeah, it is. Actually, I don't even know. I'm really bad at this. I'm focused on trying to explain everything at the same time and not look dumb. But, based on the layout of your car, based on even your camber, your tires will wear at different rates. If you're running tow, just like in real life, your tires are going to wear a little bit differently than they normally would. So, I don't know. I just thought I'd make a quick video to talk about it and get everyone kind of up to speed on what we've got right now. Good luck. I'll see you later.